Well, hello everybody, welcome back to the main show here at Northcliffe. It is the Hazzad Golf Classic and it is lighting up out there. We didn't think we were going to get a 59. That might not be the case, so we might well get one. John Parry is flying 6 under through 7. He is absolutely annihilating this course at the minute. He could later today, coming up 18, be walking over check for £10,000 if he can shoot 59 or better. Of course, even more than that as well, because he'll win the tournament, so he'll walk away with another £3,000 on top of that. Wow, big excitement here at Northcliffe. It really is getting exciting, and the weather is playing a good part as well. It's been a beautiful day so far. Let's just pop that live leaderboard up onto the screen for you so you can see how things are panning out for yourself as well. Ben Firth just down to our right, going very well indeed. Holly Morgan's come into the clubhouse. She's 5 under par, going well, clubhouse leader at the minute, but that might be about to change, as you can see. And John Parry flying up that leaderboard, isn't he? Going incredibly well. Let's just pop that leaderboard down and you can just see Ben First group down there just finishing up their rounds. There they go. So we'll just get confirmation of their score. They're down at 18. So we're going to head down to 18 very soon as well. But before we do that, we've got a bit of a special feature for you. We're going to be joined by Orka Golf. We're going to head over there, and Chris Hansen and Adam Walker are going to do a few putting drills and a few putting techniques and talk us through some of the action. So let's go for a little walk and go catch up with the guys, shall we? And we're going to go see them. We've got the Orka tent here, as you can see. Now, come the end of this season, the leading male and female on the Order of Merit will walk away with a playing equipment contract with Orka. So they're eating at the minute, but we're still going to have a little poke around and still have a little look. Let's see. We've got everything going here. I believe Chris and Adam are going to do some stuff with us. Are they waiting?
Yeah, I think he's just setting up down on the putting green.
Are they setting up? Well, we're going to go down anyway and interrupt them. So let's just go and get them, shall we? They should have been ready. I don't know. I don't think we can get that way. Actually, I think we might have to go down this way. So let's go for a little walk. Just mind the steps here. We are going to get down to 18 soon as well to catch up with the action as it's happening live here today at Northcliffe Golf Club. Now, what a treat. If you've never been here before, then what have you been doing? You must get down here. I can see the boys, look at them there, they're just setting up, they're getting everything ready to go. We caught them out a little bit. Let's go down and have a little catch up with the guys and see what they're going to be doing for us. I think they're just trying to get a bit of extra practice in, that's what I think. Let's go and see, shall we? You're just trying to get a bit of extra practice in, Adam, before these putting drills?
Yes. I get nervous with stuff like this.
No, I don't believe it. Not you guys, not you guys. So what are we going to be doing, guys?
Yeah, we're going to run through Dan from Orka's. Oh, here he comes. There's just the man who we need.
Oh, he's on his way. Fantastic.
Going to chat through a few little putting drills.
Yeah.
Talk about some start line, talk about some pace, and basically like some things I've done over the years of warming up pre-tournament sort of thing. So
wonderful. I'm going to hand this over to Dan, then the man. There you go. That's for you. I understand you're going to talk through some putting drills with the guys.
We are. So how are we doing, Chris?
Good, mate.
Good, guys. So today we're going to look at a little bit of putting. So we've kind of had a little chat before and established that putting generally rolls around mastering 3 different disciplines, which is starting it online, getting the pace, and then reading greens. So it's really to get you know, see, being good players, what your take is. I'll say it. How you practice those 3 disciplines, and then getting into what you would do prior to the round, and then having a little bit of a talk about what you do with, like, when you're selecting a putter, what is it that you look for, and how we can help you and how we build that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so if I hand over to you guys, who's taking this out first?
I'm going to do with a gate drill something that well, I do anyway, because especially for this distance, because this is when I get a bit nervy over. So if I can feel confident by putting my ball through a gate. So basically what we'll do is we'll set up only a short putt. It should be relatively easy, but they're actually quite hard. Put up a tee in the ground where you're going to just give you some consistency where you're going to have your ball, and then a gate where you want your ball to travel through in front. So it should be
pretty generous for him.
You can't say that. You can't say it's generous. There isn't much room in that.
You could take a good head off, 5 mil off that, couldn't you?
Yeah. So would you do this generally when you're before a round, before a tournament, or away from the like tournament stage, typically when you're practicing, or a bit of both?
I'd probably do this in practice only. I wouldn't do it before an event for me, because if I see my ball hitting the tees, it wouldn't give me much confidence going into the round. But
A couple of the trainers they do is a 55 mil in there, a 60 mil and a 65 mil in there. So
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff you can get like that. Well, I think you need to take it away for us, Adam, and yeah.
My fault is I feel like I set up right automatic, so I hit the right tee a lot. Okay. And it does become noticeable. I'll try hole a few. Never been so nervous.
Look at that.
start line's obviously the main importance inside a sort of 6 feet, because you can sometimes get away with a little bit of pace, can't you? Because roughly, you very rarely hit outside of the hole, do you? Yeah. So as soon as you get outside of 6 feet, obviously then pace and line become important.
So Chris, you do quite a bit of teaching now. Do you see it when when you're teaching your players that they try and read into putts too much, like when they get to this distance, or would you tend to like them to be a little bit more aggressive, or are you looking to just die it in?
I think the common thing I seem to find with most people, and I guess going back to 6 feet, you don't have massively breaking putts, do you? The holes are generally cut on a flattish area, but in general, over sort of outside of that distance, you just see so many people underborrow.
Right.
Yeah, underborrow and hit it too hard, and I've been bad for that over the years as well. But I try and teach people to get frustrated in leaving it short, like try and get them to make the hole as big as possible. The interesting thing is when you get them to actually explain to you where they're trying to aim,
right,
and they're aiming half the distance outside the hole is what they should be. It's a big eye opener, I think. But
so now that Adam's expertly demonstrated that with 3 in a row, so it's really easy to set up the guys. You can use the ball as you did before, just to make sure you've got enough distance there.
So all I'd do is if you've got an alignment stick or a putter or anything like that, I'd pick a flat putt for a start. It's easy that way. Just put your putt on the ground, line up with the hole.
Your Orka putter.
Your Orka putter, yeah, an Orka one, yeah. Bring a ball to the where you're going to aim through. Put some tees in. That's your gate drill. Pretty
Easy
simple.
enough.
yeah, you don't actually need to spend a lot of money, do you, for a gate drill?
No, a couple of tees, everybody's.
You can buy all the gadgets, but you really don't need them, do you? Very, very.
Yeah, one-handed. Everybody's got one of them. So right now, Adam's put the pressure on by performing that so expertly. What have we got set up here for us, Chris?
So this is something I used to do week in, week out, like every different venue. Like start line doesn't really change, does it? It's all you're trying to focus on, but green speeds change so much from week to week. So, like, I try and pick a putt what's sort of one slope. There's no real left and right to it, but maybe a little bit uphill like this, and then on the other side you do a little bit downhill.
Yeah.
So we've got sort of 8 gaps here. You've got 3 yards, and you've got a peg every foot.
Right. Okay.
And basically, the first go, I would try and land the ball in the first gap, then the next ball in the next gap, and work up. So you try and get a score out of 8. Go to the other side, work down the ladder, then exactly the same.
Right. Okay.
Then have a go from long to short, and then have a go mixing it up to make it even more difficult.
Try and make it a bit more of a challenge and a bit more fun in your practice.
Yeah, and I guess like obviously you're really wanting to get 8 out of 8 here, but if you don't, there's a focus on trying to achieve it. So it's a little bit performance based as well. Okay, so too long. And move that out of the way. So now I'll go to the second one, which is where it was.
Using the tee to
I
kill it.
think it probably would have been alright that.
Yeah,
I'm
that
giving
was
myself
good.
that.
That one was good. We'll give you that one.
I need to do some start line drills. And
Yeah.
start line's a bit right.
Yeah.
I'll go third one. There you go.
There we go.
Basically work up there and try and get 8 out of 8.
Yeah.
Go the other side, try it downhill, obviously pace changes.
Nicely homing that in there. So, in terms of managing that distance, are you increasing the length of your stroke? Are you increasing the speed of your stroke? How do you manage that distance?
For me personally, I've always been too short and hitty, so I've always tried to manage it by lengthening swing, but then try and make sure I take the hit out of it still. Because if you go long and then hit it, you're knackered out. So no, I do try and feel like I keep tempo is smooth.
Yeah. Do you ever do any stuff with like sort of like a metronome? I've seen a couple of guys working with things like that, like sort of like. So a guy recently was like, I wondered what the noise was. He was actually clicking his tongue like,
Oh wow.
like click, 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 like.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see how it works for people.
Yeah.
Just annoys the hell out of me personally, but
Right, well, we'll bypass that one.
I'm going to say, for me, as someone different, I rely so much on just look and feel rather than concentrating so much on the stroke.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of players might naturally have quite a good feel, hand-eye coordination, know how far. I'll just rely on that and just make sure I commit to the stroke more than anything else. To make sure, again, I got to put a fit well enough that I'm not making sure the putter's leaving at optimal launch, because you can have too much loft, it'll bounce, won't roll as far. Not enough loft, it'll grab too early, you know. And so, again, having a good putter fitting is key.
I think too many people just take them off a shelf and go, that feels quite nice, and go with it, don't they? But they never really know what's happening with the ball on the ground, and especially on different grasses too.
Well, because an important thing to say is that a lot of people now are getting custom fit for your irons, your drivers, but this is the stick where you use most of your shots. You'll have 30 putts, maybe more.
Where you make your money.
And people are reluctant
Drive
to
for show,
spend.
put for dough, innit?
But people are reluctant to spend the money on a putter, but they'll spend it on a driver.
The
aren't
clubs that they use the most.
Yeah.
I know when we do fittings, just going back to your point about looking and seeing, we see a lot of people when they come into the studio just put their head down, like take one look and put their head down and stroke back and forward. And we just sort of say, well, here, get that ball, try and throw it to me. And I said, well, you're not looking at the ball as you do it, are you? So you've got to have that association there, which makes total sense. And obviously with what we use in the studio, when we're fitting you for putters with Quintec ball roll, all different Sam Putt Lab, all that technology we have, getting the putter sitting right for you is really important. So now that we've got some good drills there, another easy one to set up, inexpensive, a little bit of green reading to finish us off. So what thinking?
I'd use it's quite hard because this is a fairly flat green, but again, I'd pick a point. I mean, so Chris has been lucky enough to have me as a caddy, I should say that, other way around. When we used to play, we used to do a lot of green reading beforehand.
Yeah.
We'd both have a tee, so we'd put a ball down, let's say here, Chris would have a tee, I'd have a tee, we'd read the putt, one of us would kind of Chris might think, and I'd get down kind of behind it and think, I might think actually I'd give it some more. I don't think I do, but if I give it some more, line the tip down. I know it might not look much on camera, but if it's too low, you're going to miss it by that much low.
So that's your start line that you're looking at there.
So that's where you'd start your putt.
Yeah.
So we'd do start line and then work from that, go all the way around. I know a lot of the course where Chris would play on main tour, challenge tour, a lot of the resort courses are so slopey, the greens, so slopey, aren't they?
That's what you were just about to say. And it is all about start line. You know, so many people aim for me at the apex because that's what they visually see. So they visually see the apex and think, right, I'm going to aim at the apex. But they've got to get it to that point, haven't they? So the start line goes nearly double the distance to the right of there. So
I think as well, it's important for you guys that you've done the pace work first, because then that's going to help you match that up on the greens that you're going to do. It's going to help you pick your line. So, Adam, you were 3 out of 3 before, so let's. There's no pressure here.
Yeah, so again, this is all personal preference. People don't like to line a ball up. Some people like to use a dot. Some people don't use anything at all. But for me, I struggle to square my face because I always set it off right usually. So I'd have a line on my ball. I'd pick one of the tees. Kind of, I don't know, line up my centre ball with one of the tees. Then I know it's lined up correct, and I can then commit to that line. The pressure is on. Probably miss it. And roll it in middle. Do you know what I mean?
We should change the name of the tour.
No, but it's straightforward. You line it up. You've already picked your line, put a tee in, line your ball up. You know that's what you think's right, and then you can go commit to a stroke.
Yeah. With the putters that you're both using today, there are single mill block putters, so there's no welding on the putters at all. So that feedback that you get from that should get that softer feeling, that softer sensation from it.
Yes, for me, it is about feel. For me personally, I love a soft putter. These feel really soft to me. Very very square. Don't see loads of loft. It's fit for me, but what I see with a bigger grip, I feel like I can roll that, trust a stroke.
So we work a lot with P2 grips, and quite interesting in terms of the
technology.
style of those grips. So just quite a simple idea, but sometimes the simple ideas are the best in setting your hands forward. But you know, the way we've set this up for you, that's something that feels comfortable for you. Yeah. We've got the loft and lie worked out based off the Quintec that we use. Yeah. And also with the lie on it, helping it set it right in your hands so that you're not having your forearms work against the line of the shaft. Yeah. So I hope we picked up some shots from face on there where it shows the putt shaft running up the inside of your forearm. Yeah. And that's what makes you such a consistent and dynamite putter we've seen today.
Well,
I know. We'll let him take the limelight today, Chris. But thanks very much, guys. It's been a pleasure as always, and some good demos.
Brilliant.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. That was great. So obviously talking about putting, got a bit of a masterclass out there, haven't we, from John Parry at the minute. How's he going to finish up? We are going to catch up with that final group a little bit later, but how good was that to see Orka Golf, of course, Adam Walker and Chris Hansen going through those drills. Do you do those drills yourself? Do comment below. Remember, we can see the comments. Like, comment and share. We want to hear from you. Now, we are going to head down to the 18th green now just to watch a little bit of the action before we break off and then head back out for those feature groups. Now, we've got not one, but two legends here today. We've been delighted to be joined by John Helm, legendary sports commentator. But we also had Ian Pyman in the field as well, and he was the very early clubhouse leader at 3 under par. And after his round, he caught up with John Helm, and they had a cracking chat. And we got it all live for you. Here's the video. Roll VT. Yeah, John Helm and Ian Pyman, I'll hand that to you and take it away.
Yeah, well, I've got the early leader in the clubhouse. In fact, long time no see, Ian. How are things?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I got off to a strange start. I think a provisional for all the first 3 holes, just slightly wrong lines, just parred and steady away, and then got going, but couldn't get going early enough to really, you know, have a low one. But enjoyed playing again, and beautiful course. The amount of rain, it's in amazing condition considering.
I lived nearby last night. Right. It was horrendous.
Yeah, I think so. I saw on social media that one of the greens was completely underwater. You know, I think they've done well to get us playing, to be honest. Yeah. Really good.
Well, there speaks the words of a man who's gone 3 under par. You said you had a strange sort of a start.
Yeah, I finished 3 under. It's I'd say steady away. And I got lucky on the last. I chipped in for a 2. So it's a nice way. So my sandwich is tasting a little bit better than it would usually.
I think it's fair to say you and I have both got a little greyer since we last saw one another.
Yeah, I was grey since I was 21, so you know.
Well, okay.
So that's no big. It's no big deal to me.
The question though was, do you still get as big a kick out of this sport, standing on the first tee as you did in the days of the European Tour?
Yeah, you know, I do now. I didn't. I actually stopped playing for 3 years. I played 6 times in 3 years. Fell out all over the game. And over the last couple of years, I'm getting back into it. 48 years old for seniors. That's the plan. And yeah, I loved it out there. I'm loving competing again. It's great.
The reason I asked the question is I know Ken Brown, Warren Humphreys, old colleagues, like Richard Boxall in the commentary box, they all hate playing now. They can't bear it.
Well, they're getting too much money to do different things, aren't they? They don't need to go out and earn a living now, so that's fine. I know them very well. It's fine.
Well, Box's answer was that he's hit 1 million golf balls in his life. Why should he want to do it anymore? You know, Warren used to play all 4 seasons, once in each season.
Yeah, that is true. There comes a point and you've had enough, I suppose. But it's nice coming to these type of events, the 2020 tour. I don't know if I'm probably one of the oldest guys playing. I reckon I am. But it's good competing with the youngsters, and it's a great tour to learn your trade.
Could 3 under be good enough to win?
3 under's not good enough to win, no. I mean, I suspect someone will be 6, 7, 8 out there. Having said that, the greens, a few marks on them, what I've left out there, because they're so soft. They're so soft. But you know, there's some good plays out there, so I expect.
And nobody's going to shoot 59.
They won't shoot 59. The greens are fantastic, just too soft. Because, you know, lap of the gods. That's it, really.
Great to see you again.
Thank you very much. Good seeing you. Cheers.
Thank you very much. There you are. You had it from, I won't say the horse's mouth, but the leader's mouth.
The leader. There we go. Congratulations, Ian Pyman. He's in the clubhouse, 3 under par, and he's getting the job done. Thank you. Okay. Oh, you're not. Okay.
on.
Oh, good putt. Here is Adam Matala now. Oh. There we go, that is that group now, all handshakes. Off they go, look how picturesque this is here, it's absolutely glorious, isn't it? It really is. Here at Northcliffe, next group are just on the tee box there. It's landed actually just in the bunker to our right. It's just dropped actually down into that little runnel there, other side of the flag. And that one's gone long. And it's gone in the ditch.
Catching them out as the soul. No one seems to be taking the safe approach to the middle of the green.
I was stood up the tee box earlier, and when you're stood up there, it looks very small, this green. Very small.
It's just grown out. It's just grown out. 2 years, it's just really grown out. I've been here for 6 groups now, not one person's at green.
Really?
No.
Really?
No, not one person's at green.
One person.
It bodes well for the shootout.
Now this is where, of course, we are going to have that shootout later in the day, so yeah, it should be fun. We have, yeah, John Parry going very well, isn't he? What is he now? Let's give us a score update.
7 through 10.
7 through 10. Wow.
He's on a good chance for 11.
So John Parry going, well, whilst they're coming down, let's just pop that live leaderboard up onto the screen so you can see for yourself how things are currently looking. So Ben Firth in the clubhouse, 8 under par, pretty good going. We thought we might have a few low scores, and 8s is getting it done so far. So here we are at 18, back with the action here. We have George Musgrove, David Holding and Benjamin Bailey here in this group. Oh, what a shot. Benjamin Bailey over there, that was a great shot. I think we're going to go to our right first, actually, Leon, out of the bunker here. An absolutely glorious 18th hole here. Go on, roll, roll, go on. Oh, apologies, actually, I think the other group must have let them through. I think this is got Richard Wheatley in this group. Oh, I must have thought that was going to bounce in then. I've had a few comments coming in. Michael Henson says, if anyone can shoot 59, it's Paz, meaning John Parry, absolutely. Well, if his back 9 can get anything close to his front 9, then he's going to do it. Oh, lovely.
Lovely, Rich. Well played.
Didn't like the other one, but I like that one.
See, apologies, I think the other group might have let them through. Great stuff. Let's grab a quick word with Rich, shall we? Because it does seem like a bit of history with this hole. Rich, sounds like there's a bit of history between you and this hole. Nice little up and down there.
I love doing things the easy way there. Every time it's an up and down. Last time it was that bunker for Bradford up, and this time it was that one. So
people seem to be finding it really difficult to hit this green today. Why is that?
Because it looks like a 5p coin from.
You know, I stood up there earlier and I thought, glad I'm not playing.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I've played it God knows how many times, and I know the line. The line is these bunkers, and if you miss it, it kicks down. You never ever go for anything right at the green. I just pulled it a little bit, just trying to play a little fade, just cross and boogied it a bit, but luckily it were a decent line. That was that.
Top man, excellent. Well done. There we go. You heard it here. Good stuff indeed down here at 18. Yeah, can confirm that a little bit earlier. We were up at the 18th tee, and it might look big down here. When you are all the way up there, it looks that big. It looks absolutely tiny. It really, really does. We've got John Helms back with us as well. John?
I'm going very shortly, so I thought I'd better say goodbye.
Oh, well, look, just want to say thank you for coming down today. It's been a real pleasure. Have you enjoyed yourself?
Oh, it's been a fantastic day. It's what golf is all about. The sun shines on the righteous. I mean, it started dull, didn't it?
It did, yeah.
Worried a little bit about whether it was going to rain, but the course has held up brilliantly. And the general opinion among the players is what a great golf course. The greens have been good, the courses have been good. They've all thoroughly enjoyed it.
It's been a superb tournament, and the 59 is on at the minute with John Parry.
Is that right?
Oh, yes.
Whereabouts is he on the course?
He's 7 under through 10, my understanding.
Well, man in form. Maybe it was that talk that inspired him.
I think so. I think you should ask for a bit of commission from that if he does it. That's what I think.
Absolutely. Well, I can tell you it's gone so well. I've been talking to the president. He's thinking of making it an annual event.
Brilliant. We would love that.
The club is so, and well done to the club. Well done, you know, because if you saw the heavens opening here last night, that was a stream the other day. It was a cascade, you know, coming down there. So well done to everybody at Northcliffe, and well done to all the pros and all the golfers who've turned out today to make it such a special occasion. I've thoroughly enjoyed your company as well.
Oh, no, it's been, well, no, please, the pleasure is absolutely all mine. Thank you so much.
Sorry, I've got to go.
And we'll hear from you soon, I've no doubt.
I hope so.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Lovely. Great stuff. Don't be going anywhere. Stay here with me. What have you made of it today? It's been a cracker, isn't it?
Oh, it's been fantastic, yeah. The excitement isn't over though, is it? 59 watch now.
He's gonna do
this
it.
is where we're going to go. I
Right.
hope so.
Put your hat on it. Is he going to do it, yes or no, right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Think he is.
I'm going to say yes too. No
Yeah.
sitting on fences here.
No, he's got the 11th drivable par 4, 15 drivable par 4 to come. This is where it's at now.
So
isn't
these are the opportunities. Tell us back nine. Let's talk back nine.
Yep.
Where are the big opportunities?
11,
Parry?
14, 15, and then it's hang on 16, 17, 18. So make a score. I mean, this hole's already proved. We've sat here and watched 3 or 4 groups. No one's at the green. Richard, there, as you saw, great up and down on the last. So, you know, these guys know how to do it, and John's certainly one of them. So I think he'll get over the line.
Oh,
I'm excited.
It will be something special,
I
won't it?
won't be happy if he takes me course record.
Yeah, we've already missed a hole in one today. There's no way we're going to miss a 59. No way.
No, Dave. John's still got 12 to play. He might even get.
Yeah.
He might get all in one there. It's a great pin. I mean, the course is set up to score. I mean, it's been a great day. Some of the scoring 8 unders in the clubhouse.
8 under.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, it's a fantastic score. Ben's had a great amateur career, so
Yeah.
to come and do it as a pro here with so many good players playing.
Yeah.
yeah, he's played fantastic, and long may it continue.
I'm sure
We'll enjoy the last few.
Excuse me, right, we are still at 18. We're just waiting for the next group to come through. Actually, a bit of time it looks like we've got to kill now. If you've never seen the 2020 Pro Tour before, where on earth have you been? For the last 2 years, we've been broadcasting the 2020 Pro Tour live. And we've got a little video to show you of how it's looked with a little bit of rock music behind it. Roll VT. It just pinches the screen. Right, welcome back everybody. Here we are at 18. We are just waiting for the very next group to come through. In fact, if they don't come through very soon, we might actually just break the broadcast off. What we're going to do is we're going to pop the live leaderboard up for you very shortly. In fact, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to pop the live leaderboard up for you very, very shortly. Now, when we come back, we are going to be with those leading groups. We're going to catch up with John Parry. He's on 59 watch. Can he do it? If he does, he'll walk away with £10,000 plus another £3,000 because with 59 he's obviously going to win the tournament if he can do it. Still a lot to happen. We've got that to bring you, and then we have the shootout right here at 18 once the main event has finished. I've been your host Ian Waterhouse, and we'll be back live very soon. Don't go too far.